Sorry I'm late. It's 2:02. Hi! I'm 2 minutes late. Thanks for coming. Hello. We're back in our satellite location today. And welcome to my greenhouse. For those of you who might have missed last week's greenhouse edition, this is my greenhouse that is attached to my classroom at school. And that's one of my favorite little spots. Hi, Ruby! Coming to you from the greenhouse. Hi, everyone. All right. What is today? Today is Monday. Happy Monday. I hope that everyone had such a nice weekend. Hello, Glen girls. I hope everyone had a delightful weekend. I hope everyone just treated their mothers with all kinds of love and kindness. And so today we are going to, if you saw my story a little while ago, you might have seen that we're going to imagine ourselves somewhere different today. That's one of the best things about art. That's one of the best things about drawing, is you have the power to take yourself somewhere else. You don't have to be in your house right now. You don't have to be sitting at your kitchen table right now. We could take a trip anywhere. But today we're going to take a trip to one of my favorite places, and it is the beach. And before we start, I just wanted to show you a photo of my family when I was a little girl. There's my really pretty mom and my cute dad and my cute older sister, and that is me, and that is our sand castle. Also, you might notice I am holding a Snoopy doll at the beach. I really loved that Snoopy doll. So we're gonna go to the beach today. And the fun thing about a beach drawing is that you get to think about the things that you love to do at the beach and the things that you love to have with you at the beach. And you can sort of put those in your drawing, or you don't have to. But what we're gonna start with are two things that you must have at the beach, in my opinion. And those things, yes, I did, Ruby, yes. The things that I think that you have to have are a chair and an umbrella. So that is what we're gonna start with. And my setup is a little different today, so just bear with me. And I'm going to be using Le Pencil and some Crayola markers today. All right, so it's pretty simple. And because I don't have my beautiful turquoise pencil sharpener, we'll just do this right here. Boop, boop, boop. Not bad. All right, let's get cracking. Let's see, every time you say bear with me, yes I do. And so you should. All right, hold on, I've got some balance issues here. I've got a step ladder with 3 books stacked on it, and I think we're good. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're just gonna jump in. And these are some really pretty simple shapes and lines today, so we're just gonna have some fun. And I'm gonna start with my umbrella. I'm going to first imagine though, first of all, I've got my paper vertical or portrait orientation. And I'm going to imagine before I put anything on the page, I'm going to just picture, because imagination is a powerful thing. Yes, I am drawing vertically, yes. I'm going to imagine that my chair is here and my umbrella is kind of over on this side. So I'm going to start with my chair. And there are a lot of different kinds of beach chairs, but I'm going to show you one that I think is kind of the easiest to draw. And it's going to start with sort of a swoopy line that looks a little bit like a backwards J. And here is what that looks like. Like that. That's it. Just a backwards J. And then we're going to draw another backwards J kind of over here. And this is one of those chairs that has kind of the saggy, it's like a sling chair, I think is what it's called. And I'm going to make a little line here. And a little line, wait, that needs to go a little bit further. A little line here. You guys, I'm not, no, I think we're good. I think we're good. I almost turned the page and said, let's start over, but we're not doing that. We got this. I'm going to turn that line into a little bar. Let's pretend that's a little piece of wood. And we're going to do the same thing down here. Sorry, I'm just going to make that go like that. I know it looks a little weird right now, but just go with me. And we're going to imagine that there is a board or like a stick coming this way, but it's behind the chair. So let's say it starts there, but it goes like that. And then there's, you guys, this looks really weird. It does look like a rocking chair. Can we start over? Raise your hand if you want to start over. This doesn't look right to me. What can we do? I got it. Never mind. All I need is this other line over here. You want to start over, Glen girls? If you want to start over, you turn to a new page and try again. I just feel like it looks a little funky. All right, y'all. We're starting over. I feel like my backwards J was a little, it just wasn't going to work. Okay, everybody get your new piece of paper. Sorry, that's something I try very hard not to do. I don't like to waste paper, but I really don't like to waste time either. Okay, all right. Game over, game starting again. All right. Here we go. Instead of a backwards J, it's just going to be a line that is a gentler curve like that. Okay, and then we're gonna, just like we did with the other one, we're gonna do the same thing. It's almost like a sideways rainbow, kind of. Okay. And then we'll do the same thing we did on the other drawing. We'll just make a little kind of bar over there. It could, yeah, that's a good point, Ruby. I love that you always come up with a story. That's a good quality. And we'll make a little bar that's right there. And then we are still going to pretend that there is a bar, like a piece of wood that comes this way, but it's behind the fabric part. And it goes right there. Actually, that should connect to it. And then there's another one over here. And so we have a straight line that comes this way, but then it stops right here. And then it starts again here. And then we'll make that line into a bar so that that looks like kind of one of the legs of the chair. Right now, this chair would have a hard time standing up because it doesn't have a back leg. We're about to take care of that. All right, so we're gonna pretend there's some stuff going on back behind the scenes, and we're gonna make a little line that comes out this way, a little sort of long rectangle. And then the other side is there. That looks a little funky. Oh, you know what I think is wrong? I think this bar should actually go in front of the fabric. You guys, I figured it out. I was just really not loving that, and that was the problem. The wood part has to go in front of the fabric part. So there, ladies and gentlemen,
is our beach chair. And if you've never sat in a chair like this before, this curvy part is the fabric, and these straight parts are all the wood bars. And it's like a little, it's like a hammock, but in a chair. Phew, that was hard. I had to really work that out, but I'm glad y'all stuck with me. And a lot of times the fabric part might be striped. So I think I'm gonna make some curvy stripes on that fabric. Like that. Boy, I was sweating that for just a minute, you guys. All right, now we need an umbrella. And our umbrella is going to start with sort of a rainbow line that goes just up here. Like that. It's like your little shelter. And then we're going to do a series of smaller rainbow kinds of lines. And when I say rainbow line, that's what I mean, just like an arc, like that. And so I'm going to do as many rainbow lines down here as will get me across to the other side. I think it'll be about 4. Like that. And then let's pretend that there is, not pretend, let's just decide that there is the center pole that comes up to the top, up through the top, and then down through the bottom. And then from this point right here, we did draw an umbrella with the squirrel. Man, doesn't that feel like forever ago? We're going to draw a line that curves from here to this point. So we'll go, and then we'll do the same thing here. Draw a line that goes to this point. Can't see the top. Is that better? And then we'll do another one that goes this way, that goes to that point. Can you see the top, Mama? Mama? All right, now we are missing something crucial here, and that would be sand. Sand is not something that I want to draw every single grain of sand, and I'm sure you all feel the same way. So I'm going to make it look just like sort of piles of sand. You know, when you have a chair or an umbrella or anything at the beach, it feels like everything is buried inside the sand. So I just make these kind of little bumpy lines that make it look like there are little sort of areas of sand. And then we could make one that goes back behind our chair. Like that. I also love to point my chair toward the water, but I actually want to make a line. It's called our horizon line. When you look, imagine right now, let's use our imaginations, and imagine that you're at the beach and you're looking out at the water, and you're looking as far as your little eyes can see to where the ocean meets the sky. And it is, in my remembrance, it is a very sharp line, very straight. It goes all the way as far as you can see. Like so. Now this right here is just a wonderful drawing. You could leave it alone right now. This is great. I could make my little rainbow umbrella. I could make my yellow and blue striped chair. I could color the water. I could color the sky, and it would be great. But this is where you get to just sort of trick out your beach drawing. Maybe there is a bucket for sandcastle making. Maybe there is a beverage that you have set down in the sand. When I go to the beach, I take my coffee to the beach first thing every morning. So I'm going to draw a coffee cup, but you can draw whatever you want. I always have my basket, But I'm gonna leave the bucket. But you could pretend that was a basket. I definitely would want a sunshine in the sky. Maybe some birds, some seagulls flying. What else could we put? Anyone? We should make a shadow on the ocean with the setting sun. Well, if my sun was setting, then I would, but my sun is very high in the sky. Maybe there's one teeny tiny little puffy cloud way up there. Pretty sure I'm gonna need to do a little water line so that I can make it look like maybe there was a dolphin and maybe some splash marks. You could make a sand castle, and that could look like I don't know. The sand castles that we used to make were pretty incredible. Like, my dad does not mess around. We made tunnels. We put seashells all around our sand castle. We usually would find a seagull feather and stick a feather in the top. Our sandcastles were pretty incredible. That one's not as incredible as ours. I don't think I'm going to put people in my drawing right now because that would take me forever, and I would love to do some color on this before I sign off for today, but a beach ball is a great idea. Let's put it over here. Circle. Here's how I do a beach ball, even though it really could be any kind of design. I think there's a little circle at the top. And then this is similar to our umbrella, the way that we drew that, but it's also similar to when we did our ice cream truck, when you can make these stripes that come, like I'll do a line that comes down, but then no, it wasn't the ice cream truck. What was it? These lines that curve that way, and then this way, they curve in the other direction, like that. Little beach ball. Ta-da! All right, so I think that's all I'm gonna draw for today, but I really wanna do a little bit of color. Ooh, you guys should definitely, if you wanted to do a hot air balloon, that would be a really fun addition. Let's see, I want that pink. I think I'll probably want a pink stripe on my beach ball. How's everyone doing out there? Maybe it was the squirrel umbrella. I can't remember when I taught you how to do that little trick, but it's in there somewhere. I went to the beach back in March before we all had to stay in our houses, and it was delightful. It's one of my favorite places. I got some birds right up there, but if you wanted to draw like a seagull or something, you go for it. Ooh, that is a hot yellow. It was the hot air balloon. You're right. It was the hot air balloon. That's when I taught you the little round stripedy trick. When we were at the beach, we were sitting one morning minding our own business. I had my coffee in my hand and I was writing in my journal, and all of a sudden a stiff wind came up. And the lady who had come down to the beach and stuck her umbrella, I guess she didn't stick it very well. She stuck her umbrella in the sand and then she left. So it was her umbrella and her beach junk sitting unattended on the beach. And guess what happened? Her umbrella came up out of the sand, tumbled across the sand, and landed in my lap. And I spilled my coffee everywhere. I wasn't very happy about it. We all lived, though. We had a good laugh about it later. But you just don't mess around with an umbrella in the wind. Am I right? It blew in my face. Yes, it blew in my face. We tried to be nice about it. Good thing she wasn't there, because I don't know. I don't know what I might have said. All right. I don't think I'm going to color every little bit of the sand, but maybe I'll just put some sort of color like right where those little hills of sand are. You know what though, where we go to the beach down in the very beautiful Emerald Coast, the Gulf of Mexico, the sand is absolutely pure white. It looks like sugar. So when people say, what color is sand? I say, you know what? I just don't go to that beach. I go to the beach where the sand is white and the water is green. It's beautiful. I would like to go back there very soon. All right, boys and girls, I am going to sign off for today, and I'm going to let you finish all of your beautiful beach scene coloring. And just like last week, the sand always burns my feet too. That's why you got to just run really fast. All right, so just like last week, I am not going to be with you tomorrow or Thursday, but I will be with you on Wednesday and Friday. So put that in your thinker, and just remember that I will not be here tomorrow, but I will be here Wednesday and Friday. Everything is rolling. All right, so, ooh, Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii too, and it's beautiful. All right, well, this is a fun start, and people would be a wonderful addition to this drawing, but it just takes me so long to draw people, and I want you guys to have fun doing some coloring. So I'm going to say goodbye for today. Goodbye from the world famous Miss Coates' greenhouse, and goodbye from Miss Coates' clay gnome who lives in the greenhouse. There are several of them, actually. You want to see? Look, there they are. They are the keepers of the greenhouse. I'm not here, but they are. And I know that I can trust them. All right. So I hope you all are doing well. I hope you have a lovely rest of your Monday. And remember to wash your hands. Drink your water. I have bubbly water again. Yes, the diamonds are still hanging, Ruby. Look right here. See? Ta-da! Yes. Everything is as we left it in the greenhouse, and it will be here when we return. All right, so happy Monday. Be good to each other. Go enjoy the spring weather. And until Wednesday, I say goodbye. For now.